Hello guys, this is Karan, your friend on Road to Success, and this is the next video on the chapter Triangles of class 9th Maths. This is the lecture 1 of the video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe the channel. You must have noticed two bangles of the same shape, two ATM cards of the same bank. They are identical, right? So, what are such shapes known as? They are known as congruent shapes. What is congruent? So congruent is equal in all respects or figure of the same shape and size. Given these squares, which of the squares are congruent to square 1? Of course, we can clearly distinguish that the square 4 is congruent to square 1 as the sides are equal to the square 1. Now, since we are talking about triangles, let us know when two triangles are congruent. Two triangles are congruent if the sides and angles of one triangle are equal to the sides and angle of the other triangle. Let us check which of the triangles are congruent to the triangle 1. Now the triangle 1 has sides of 4.5 cm, 4 cm and 5 cm. We can see that triangles 2, 3 and 4 have the same sides. But triangle 5 has 5 cm, 5 cm and 5 cm sides. So triangle 2, 3 and 4 are congruent to triangle 1. Now, how do we write if two triangles are congruent? If two triangles consider triangle ABC and triangle PQR are congruent, then we write it like this. So this is the symbol of congruency. The sides and angles of PQR fall on corresponding equal sides and angles of triangle ABC. Now what does it say? That the side BC will fall on side QR and side AB would fall on PQ and side AC would fall on PR, respectively the angles. Now, if two triangles are congruent, then their corresponding parts will always be equal. We write it as CPCT, that is corresponding parts of congruent triangle. Let us check by which criteria we can prove congruence of triangles. The very first is the SAS congruence rule. It says that the two sides and the included angle should be equal to the second triangle's two sides and the included angle. That is, if AB is 2 cm, then PQ should also be 2 cm. If BC is 4 cm, then QR should be also 4 cm. If angle ABC is 50 degree, then angle PQR should also be 50 degree. Thus, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR by SAS congruence rule. Second criteria is ASA congruence rule. What does it say? It says that the two angle and the included side of one triangle should be equal to the two angles and the included side of the other triangle. Hence, angle ABC should be equal to angle DEF and angle ACB should be equal to DFE. And the side BC should be also equal to side EF. Therefore, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. Now let us talk about AAS congruence rule. It says that two triangles are congruent if any two pairs of the angle and one pair of corresponding sides are equal. That is, in triangle KLM, the angle KLM should be equal to XYZ in triangle XYZ and the angle KML should be equal to XZY and the corresponding side, that is KM, should be equal to XZ. Remember, It is the corresponding side, not the included side, that is LX or YZ. Now we saw all the criterias had side in it, like SAS, AAS or ASA. Why was it? Why not AAA? If we were allowed to make triangle with angles 90, 40 and 50, we would have made infinite triangles, right? Like these. So the angles are the same but the sides are changing. So they are not congruent to each other. Therefore, side is very important in the congruence criteria. Now, since we have studied the criteria for congruence of triangles, let us solve some examples. The example 1 of NCERT says, in the figure, OA is equal to OB, OD is equal to OC. Show that triangle AOD is congruent to triangle BOC, and second, that is AD is parallel to BC. So this is our given triangle AOD and triangle BOC. It's given that OA is equal to OB, OD is equal to OC, and we have to prove that these two triangles are congruent. So we'll write that OA is equal to OB is given, while OD is equal to OC is also given. This angle BOC should be equal to angle AOD because they are the vertically opposite angles. Therefore, triangle AOD is congruent to triangle BOC by SAS congruence rule. This is the sides equal and the included angle, sides equal and the included angle. Therefore, it is the SAS rule. Now we have to prove AD is parallel to BC, right? So when can we prove that two lines are parallel? If the alternate interior angles formed by the transverse is equal. So angle CBO, or rather we say it OBC, should be equal to OAD, right? That is this angle. This angle are equal. These angles will be equal. Okay, so why are they equal? Because of the CPCT rule. If triangles are equal, then the corresponding parts of the congruent triangle will always be equal. Since they are forming the alternate interior angles, therefore AD should be parallel to BC. Hence proved. The second example given in the NCERT is AB is a line segment and the line L is its perpendicular bisector. If a point P lies on L, show that P is equidistant from A and B. Now consider triangle PAC and PBC. Okay. Now in this triangle, the PC line is common to both the triangles. Okay. Then AC should be equal to BC because it is the perpendicular bisector of line AB. Now angle PCA should be equal to PCB because it's the perpendicular bisector, hence it forms 90 degree over the line AB. Angle PCA should be equal to angle PCB because it is the perpendicular bisector over the line AB. Okay, so it forms 90 degree angles on the line AB. Therefore, triangle PAC should be congruent to triangle PBC. These triangles are also congruent by the SAS congruence rule. Therefore, PA should be equal to PB by the CPCT rule. Okay. So, of course, P is equidistant from A and B. Therefore, hence proved. So, this example is completed. Let us move on to the next example, that is example 3 given in the NCERT. It says, line segment AB is parallel to another line segment CD. O is the midpoint of AD, that is in the figure. Now show that triangle AOB should be congruent to triangle DOC and O is also the midpoint of BC. So let us first prove that these two triangles given are congruent. So consider triangle AOB and triangle DOC. In this triangle, angle ABO should be equal to angle DCO, as they are the alternate interior angles, as it is given that AB is parallel to CD and BC is the transversal. Angle AOB should be equal to angle DOC, as they form the vertically opposite angles. OA is equal to OD, it is given in the question. Therefore, by the AAS congruence rule, triangle AOB is congruent to triangle DOC. Since these two triangles are congruent, OV is equal to OC by the CPCT rule. Therefore, O is the midpoint of BC. Hence, proved. That's all for the lecture 1. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video and share the video with your friends. If you have any queries, do comment below. Don't forget to subscribe. The road to success. Bye.